Let's get back to an example from the last section on objective language. You need to stay in the meetings and talk only when the facilitator calls on you. Assuming your coworker doesn't have a bladder problem, that's a fair request. Yet your coworker responds with an open mouth and hurt expression as if to say, "But I do sit in the meetings. I never miss a word." Your only recourse is to provide an example, such as, "Yesterday at the manager's meeting, you got up 3 times. Then, lest the coworker claim the event was a mere exception to otherwise great meeting etiquette, give another example. "And during my presentation last week, you were in and out at least 2 times. If, rather than your coworker, this person happens to be your employee, record these examples. Be clear about names, dates, and other specifics. You may need them later. 3. Commit to the accuracy principle. Be accurate, always. Say, for example, you accused that annoying coworker of walking out on meetings about 10 times. Granted, you didn't literally mean 10 times. You were only trying to make a point. But sadly, the point was lost in the exaggeration of the number. Are you a manager? Then accuracy is a must in your performance reviews too, especially with difficult employees. Being accurate can foster trust, motivate employees to change their behavior, and enhance the goodwill about everything from potential pay increases to awards. Regardless of whether you're dashing off a quick email or writing a formal written review, use exact, supportable, and yes, objective language by addressing these questions. What was the degree of the behavior? How did you determine that? How often did it occur? What were the direct repercussions? How can you measure them? Did you or anyone else confront this problem before? When and how often? 4. Take advantage of venues. All forms of messages are not equal. People retain considerably more of the written word than the spoken word, provided that they actually read it. Still, in face-to-face discussions, you can get cues to help you refine or otherwise position your message, whether a quizzical expression, a smile, or a subtle shake of the head. Here are a few pointers that can help. Written message. The first few words are critical. They're the ones people remember and will set a tone for the rest. Avoid unnecessarily formal language. It can sound unduly angry, cold, or alienating. Granted, you don't want to use syrupy phrases either, but keep the tone neutral, or, if you dare, friendly. Have lots of points? Are you addressing a rebel employee who refuses to follow procedures? Use bullets, numbers, or steps. They're easy to see and impossible not to follow. Spoken message. Employees and coworkers hear only every 5th word or so, and that means you need to repeat key points throughout the discussion. Watch for body language, yours and your employees or coworkers. Sit down to talk and see that your employee or coworker has crossed arms and an indirect gaze. This could signal hostility. But continue watching his or her body language throughout the discussion for signs that you're being effective. Watch your own body language too. Are you expressing fear or anger, or openness about finding a solution and moving on? Don't forget to take control of the environment around you. Want to give the impression of power? Then sit at the head of the table. Want to appear relaxed and conciliatory? Then sit at a seat across the table. Also, choose where you're meeting carefully. Meeting in a conference room? That's usually neutral space. A cafe signals a friendly space. An office? The power belongs to the person whose office you're in. 5. Follow your vision. There's no question that difficult people are a pain to be around, especially coworkers whom you see day after day after day. They create hostility, uneasiness, and problems. Half the time, they are the problem, and you may not like them. But in the end, all that matters is how they affect your work and your unit's work. So when taking a difficult person to task, conjure a vision of how the perfect situation would look. That vision could be small scale, like that guy who's always interrupting meetings. Your vision? To sit through meetings from beginning to end without interruptions. Or the vision could be large scale. For your unit.